In this video, let's begin working with something really effective on Facebook, and that is custom audiences and custom conversions.
This video is brought to you by Pies Academy.
With the setup of the pixel and with the setup of the initial ads, we've actually been working up to this moment. So now the moment has arrived. Oh, that kind of moment that we have here. So you go to Business Manager, and for me, it's under frequently used, but we'll go to custom conversions. But really the custom conversions is under measure and report also, and it's your pixels, and you have your custom conversions here. We'll click that, and what's going to happen is you can click on data sources, and what you will see is that your pixels that you've made or pixels that I've made, they have been working in the background to collect and gather some data. So this is interesting because now we're going to be able to run ads to audiences that are similar to the audiences that have come to our sites. So what we'll do is, let's say we're going to click on one. So let's say we're going to click on an audience like this audience. We're going to click on details, and under details, we're going to say create an audience, and this is going to be a lookalike audience, obviously for this account that we're using. And we're going to go next, and the lookalike audience is going to be exactly from this pixel. That's the whole point of us creating the pixel, or at least a major point of us creating this pixel. And you might want to select a audience location, like I might do United States, for example. And then the next tricky part is select the audience size, which might be a little confusing. So if you read this gray text here, it's a little small, but what it really says is that the smaller percentage of your lookalike audiences, the more accurately they reflect the type of audience that you have. So if you extend this broadly, you'll start seeing that the estimated reach is bigger, but a lot of these people are not as ideally targeted. So you want to keep this small at the 1% level. And then you say create an audience, and that's going to be the audience. And then you say yes, create audience. Once you create an audience, recall that when we set up our ad, you see before originally we were setting up cold audiences, which don't convert that well because they don't know about us. But these audiences, at least we are targeting them better because they are lookalike audiences. So in your ad set, there is an area for audience, and you see you have a drop down for use a saved audience. You can choose one, and then you basically just choose one that we created, and then you run an ad not on, you see, like we used to just pick people from suggestions and browse, and we guessed what they were like. Maybe they like small business, maybe not. In this case, we don't have to guess because Facebook will give us the lookalike audiences, and that's why we use the pixel, because the pixel is the way for Facebook to create a profile of our audience so that they can create a lookalike audience for us. And when they create a lookalike audience for us, we can create an ad that targets specifically that lookalike audience, and right away our traffic will have reassurance that the traffic we're getting are really good traffic. Now the only caveat is that you have to have enough traffic, like real good traffic that has shown an inclination to convert or buy on your site, because you don't want to have Facebook if they have a too small of a sample, they're just not going to be able to run the ad. They'll give you an error message like your sample size is too small. If they get a sample size that is big enough but is wrong, like traffic that doesn't buy, they'll bring you more traffic that doesn't buy, but that just would be a mistake because you don't want traffic that doesn't buy. You want traffic that actually has proven to buy. So once you have those two things, profile of a traffic that buys and big enough sample set, then Facebook will get you literally millions of other people who are very, very similar, and that is a much better ad to run than an ad for cold traffic.